All right, just want to welcome everyone to Varigate's Doken Token AMA, 52522 at 11 p.m. Eastern tonight. Important disclosure as always, this AMA is for educational purposes only. Nothing said by those participating should be taken as financial advice, and as always, do your own research. So real quick, just before we get into talking to Hector here from Doken, just gonna give you an introduction to Varigate Token. We are a brand new token set to launch this Friday, the 27th. Currently in pre-sale right now. To check us out, go to variegate.token.com or visit the Variegate Telegram that we're in right now. The origin of Variegate, a lot of people wondering what started everything. It's pretty much formed by a group of 9 founders, pretty much just tired of the same old rug pull stories we've all shared from different tokens, losing a lot more than winning, and wanted to create a token that was pretty much community trusted, and as well as investing in tokens that were determined by the community. Obviously, some of the best people out there that have been in crypto know the ins and outs and can offer up better tokens that may not be in your wheelhouse type of deal. And with Variegate, we're trying to offer pretty much 5 pillars for success, which are portfolio diversification, having a source of passive income, community networking and partnerships, community engagement, a lot of the community strength in here, and then micro staking. Pretty much the community input determines the tokens that we use for polls. And then in those polls, you figure you're ending up with more vetted research projects. They're going to be less prone to rug pulls and prevent someone from putting all their eggs in one basket and being burned like we've been in the past. And then from those polls, we also determine the rewards tokens for the month. And then a final poll will occur in which we determine out of all those tokens which will be purchased on which day. The main token that's been voted on the most gets a Friday through Sunday, 3 days of rewards purchased. Buy tax for Varigate is 8%, and 6% is rewards, 2% of that development. And then sell tax for Varigate is 12%, 10% rewards, 2% towards development. Um, Max circulating supply, we have a total supply of 1 billion. Max wallet can only hold up to 15 million, and max sell of 5 million per wallet at a time. And then pretty much our contract is a variation of Odyssey token, which is one of the essentially a brother sister kind of token. They're not related so much as their contract is derived from the other, and that contract has been audited. We will be receiving an audit, obviously, once we get enough funds in the development wallet to pay for our own separate audit. But that audit from them received I think it was a 95 uh, overall, and the only real variations are just those used for the contract for the reward tokens. Um, and that's pretty much it. Like our pre-sale is live, like we said earlier, through Friday, 527, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's going to wrap up after that. The public launch will follow. Most of the people, I think, right now at this point that have contributed to the pre-sale have received their tokens via airdrop. And same thing, if you need anything, information on it, just come to variegate.token.com or go in the Telegram. You'll see the pre-sale form in there to fill out and send BUSD to the address in there. But just wanted to say hello to Hector, welcome him. He's from Doken. If you want to just introduce yourself, Hector, and just give a little origin of Doken itself and how you became involved.
Sure. So my name's Hector. My profession, actually, I'm a registered nurse here in Texas, and I started. Well, not myself, but the team, started Dokin back in November. That's when we launched. But we started brainstorming ideas around September of last year of what we wanted in the token, in the project. I and my other team members met our developer during another project that he owned called Floki Cupcake. It was just really a DJ he had started on his own. He didn't really have a team. But we saw the website that he had at that point, and we knew he had potential. We gave him ideas of what we wanted to see in on a project. We told him, hey, you know what, Let's get a live chart going with a swap. Maybe a rewards dashboard. There's a lot of fun, when people when reward tokens where they can't see the rewards and or they haven't seen them in hours or whatever. So we wanted to have something that was standard that people can see. So we gave those ideas to him, and he said, give me a few months, let me see what I can come up with. And at that point, he was really a beginner in blockchain. He has really evolved into an excellent developer since then. So we launched in November um, with a swap and the live chart, and that was really our main utility at launch. A few weeks later, we got our dividend hub uh, launch, which is the rewards dashboard. Now, the best thing about it is that he has a vision where we provide utilities to other projects, to give them value. So this rewards dashboard, other projects can implement that into their own CA, into their own contract. So if they don't know how to code or they don't have their own dashboard, they can register for one for free, and their users can come to our website, type in the contract of their project, and they can see how much rewards they have earned and how many rewards are pending, with a manual claim button as well. So that was excellent. It was about 2 3 months. We had about maybe 15 projects that registered with us during that time. Um, After that, as far as utility wise is concerned, we took a detour in our roadmap. Originally, we had scheduled to implement a limit ordering feature on the swap, but our community decided to go for some staking rewards. We applied for a staking pool with several platforms out there. Just we just wouldn't get the time of day. It's pretty difficult for a low cap project to get approved for a staking pool. And if you do, they charge an arm and a leg. So we decided to create our own. So our developer took it upon himself to learn the code. Gave us a time frame of about 2 to 3 months to get it done. This was back in December, I think. And not even 3 weeks later, he was done. So in January, we launched our staking platform, where our users can stake their Doken token and earn more Doken. But the best part about it, again, with providing value to other projects in mind, he, our developer, also gave the option to our platform to give other projects the ability to open their own staking pools. We started catering to low cap projects, the ones that don't have a chance to get a pool with other platform providers. So as long as the project can KYC and pay a small fee. We started at actually just a zero point 0.1 BNB fee per pool back then. Um, and it was great. We had excellent success. We had over 50 projects that partnered with us to open up a staking pool. And that was back
Nice.
in, yeah, back in January and February. And after that, um, let's see, what was after that? Actually, we deviated again from our roadmap. Coming up on the roadmap after that was our own mobile wallet for iOS and Android, but we decided to create our own launchpad, and the reason for that was due to the dump that we faced from PinkCell. They took 2% of our supply, us without knowing. A lot of projects actually don't know they take 2% of their supply still to this point. But
That's
anyways,
actually been just one of the points because people were wondering the same thing when we launched, like why aren't you just going through Pink Sale or something else? And that's kind of hit the nail on the head there. The reason why, because those will not come back to help you. Those tokens that are taken from you.
oh yeah, they will dump them, and at the most opportunistic time. So we decided to create our own launchpad. We don't take tokens away from any of the projects, and so he gave us a time frame, again, 3 months. He got COVID actually during the time of him uh, coding the launchpad, and he still finished a month ahead of time, which was great. Um, so that was next. That came. This is actually in end of March. that he finished our launch pad. We have had several pre-sales, but it is pretty difficult to take down, a behemoth like Paysell, has super mass adoption on BSC. So we decided to showcase our launchpad on a different chain so that we people can see the power of what Dokin has to offer. We created a new project called Brizilla on the Bitgert chain. It was formerly known Brise, but they rebranded as Bitgert, and they only have one launchpad on that chain. So we decided to be the second launchpad available on that chain. Oh, you know what? Actually, I failed to mention we did branch out to Crow chain as well, mid-April, I believe. So we did launch a Doken on the Crow chain, so it is available on that chain as well. Our
Yeah, I was
utilities
gonna
are
ask you. So yeah, sorry, I was gonna ask you about that as well because I did notice that being on the Doken Telegram when I see the buy bot come through, I do see the Crow buys as well as the BNB buys. So, what is the current contract and supply for both of those? Then, how is that coinciding with one another?
so at the moment they're two separate entities. The
Okay.
prices are different. What we were hoping for is once the market cap stabilizes, or close to each other, our dev can create a bridge. That way, both can have the same liquidity and same price, or very
Yeah.
very close to. So that was our plan. But unfortunately, Crochin has gone through some difficulties, and some I believe MM Finance had some kind of exploit which didn't help their case. So it just hampered their growth. But we're still there. We are our utilities are multi-chain, so it supports launches and staking pools on Crow chain, on BSC chain, and now on Bitgert chain. And the best part about our utilities is that it helps with buybacks from these for from these chains. So for example, if we have launches on BSC, those fees will help buy back our token, either burn it or save it for additional staking pools. On Crow chain, if we have launchpad or staking pools there, a percentage will go back to buy back and burn the uh, the token on that chain, and then as well will come back to BSC and buy back and burn the BSC chain. And then of course we'll have now the bigger chain. Anything that's launching there or staking pools, any fees collected will help buy back and burn the BRZilla token, and then the additional fees will come again to the BSC chain and buy back and burn or save for additional pools on the BSC chain. So BSC chain is pretty much the heart of the entire ecosystem, and the BSC chain will be the token that will be used to bridge over to our own Doken smart chain. It'll be the native token.
Where is that in your roadmap? I didn't get to see for the
The chain
blockchain.
is already on testnet. RPC is
No,
available
nice.
already, but he unfortunately had a death in the family just this week, so he's going to take some time, to take and grieve, the grieving process. But
Yeah,
it isn't already in testnet. So as soon as he comes back, he did let us know he'll probably be back next week. But I don't think it's gonna take much longer to get it up and running.
nice. Yeah, no, I was just saying before we started the recording that the website is very impressive, Doken.exchange. And if you're able to check it out, it's got the launch pad. Pretty much everything that Hector's been speaking of is just very visible on the site, very easy to find. And you can definitely see a lot of heart and soul went into it for the creativity aspect of it. And the user interface is very nice. So, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely rooting for you guys. Like I said, I know a couple people that are supporters of yours, and they've been active in a lot of the communities that a bunch of the current members in here are a part of. So, I'm excited because I still don't own any token yet to actually become a holder now of this, and I'm sure a lot of the people that are in here are going to be listening to the recording and then definitely check out the site and hopefully they'll continue to, besides being a holder through awards, obviously support you guys and make some purchases as well. Um, does anyone have any questions right now? And I do want to ask this too. If I remember correctly, you guys are available to buy on Adapt.exchange from Affinity, right? In the
Yes, we
swapper.
are listed on there. hmm I also
Okay,
wanted to mention we are in a bull run right now. I know crypto in general is a downtrend, but in the last 2 weeks we've increased about 120%, I believe.
nice.
We went out to the bottom, which was about 270K, and from then we know it's already up to about
Something
770
I
at the
saw
moment.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I saw that before.
so
So
we definitely
still a
are in a
good
bull
entry
run right now.
point. Yeah. Is anyone in here that is either a holder or non-holder of Doken have any questions that they want to ask? Feel free to unmute yourself and step on up. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like cheating because like I said before the call, I was in there tinkering around on the site and just checking it out. And you can clearly see, obviously, the team has their pictures up on the site and everything. Hector's there.
Oh yeah,
Wearing
we're
his Braves
publicly
hat.
doxxed. Yeah, we're publicly doxxed on our website. We are a KYC as well. So yeah, we're not going anywhere. This is going to be a long-term project.
I never really understood the whole problem with people doxing. Like, I don't know. I have no problem putting, my name and face out there. It is what it is.
Yeah, we
You know?
want to be completely transparent ever since we launched. So since then, we've had our pictures and faces and our social links all on our website. We also have our team wallets on display on our website as well. I mean, at the beginning, this is something to worry about, as far as team selling really quick. But I mean, developers definitely have to make a living too, right? So they need to sell something from their dev wallet, in the future. It's certainly understandable. But for now, everybody's holding completely their entire wallets because we are nowhere near of what our end goal is. We expect to be severely over 100 million market cap, with what we have planned.
Well, hey, I don't know if you explained it or not. I might have missed it. What's Dojo?
Dojo is just a name that was given from our developer for our staking platform.
Oh, okay.
So he called it the Doken Dojo.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is your guys' LP locked at all or no?
Yes, 2 years.
Okay.
It's locked for 2 years, and we moved it over to our own Dogen locker. Since we created our launchpad. Actually, I'm sorry, that one's still locked on Pink Cell. But we do have our own Doken locker for tokens and for liquidity. It's free of charge on our pad. We're gonna have a couple more things integrated into our pad. Once he's available to start working again, we're gonna have a listing page, kind of like CMC does, where tokens can list. Either they have a pre-sale or a fair launch or anything like that, with a voting system as well. And we'll also have a voting system on our staking platform. At a time we had, there was a time we had about 20 tokens, open pools, and they all wanted to fight to be at the top. So that's something we're going to create, like a voting system where their users can come in here and vote their pool to the top, so it can be easily accessible. The higher the APR project gets, it becomes very enticing for new investors to check them out. That we had projects that give anywhere between 100 to like 5,000% APR. So if you're giving a great APR, it helps gain more attention to it. So we were going to create that voting system on the staking platform as well.
Very nice, dude. And the other thing too that I think is great and speaks to your community is the fact that you guys were able to pull out the polling that you did as well, because you guys were definitely lagging behind. Then you guys just pretty much turned it on, and that's not something you could easily do without the, commitment and support of your community. So it's definitely cool to see and nice to know what you're bringing along with your project to our project, and definitely glad to have you partnered as a rewards launch partner for the first month. Definitely very exciting for both of us, and I'm hoping too, like, it's one of those things. If the community decides on it, they want to continue carrying Doken as a rewards token, and the voting's there, it'll continue. So definitely excited for everyone to hear this AMA, and appreciate the time you've taken. And if no one else has any questions, I'll just open it up a minute longer here just to see if anyone thought of something in that time.
I did want to mention about that poll. Jess kept pushing it, over and over every night until I think it was a few days before it finishes. Like, hey, you gotta get on them. The poll's about to finish. We're not competing at the moment. So she lit a fire up my butt, I would say. So I was able to gain attention from our network. We got a lot of partners from staking and from other projects that we've been helping. So we got help from them and our own community as well. After Jess got us going there.
Yeah, it
So
was cool to
I
see.
want
Like I said,
to give kudos
we
to
run
her.
on. Yeah, we run on a different time frame from most of us. Like you said, you have more of like Asian European communities, and so we went to bed and we saw the poll one way, woke up and it was obviously flipped. So very cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's all I got, Matt. If you have nothing else, just want to
No, man,
conclude.
I appreciate your time. It sounds like a really cool project. I honestly
Yeah,
never heard of it until we started doing this. So it's something I'm excited to, you know, possibly work with you guys in the future with. And, it's just nice to build relationships out in the community.
Yeah, it's always good to build a circle of trusted projects. There's a lot of scams out there, and if you can work with projects that are legitimate, it helps all around, especially the
yeah,
investors. Once you guys launch, if you guys want to maybe reserve some of your supply to give staking rewards to your investors, you certainly could. The pools are very inexpensive. I know some out there charge thousands of dollars to open up a staking pool, and with us at the moment, it's at a cost of 500 million Doken tokens. At the current market cap, that's about 1.4 BNB. So it's about what, like 450 around there, 450
Wow.
bucks. Yeah, and like I mentioned, some other projects out there charge thousands, like anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 to open up a staking pool. So we are definitely trying to change things up in the BSC, where giving the little guy a chance to make it. There's 99% of projects that launch every day that don't make it. So every little bit helps. So we try to help out as much as we can.
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
no, we
Appreciate it.
appreciate it. Yeah. Well, just want to thank you for coming with us tonight. Obviously, it wasn't super early, but we definitely appreciate you taking the time and sharing your token and project with us. And like I said, it's one of those things available on adapt.exchange and obviously the normal place you buy Pancake Swap. We're hoping to be on adapt.exchange sooner than later as well. Like I said, the public sale for us will be this Friday. Anyone wants to get it on pre-sale, you still have a little over a day to do so. And check us out on variegate.token.com and Varigate Telegram and DokenExchange.com and on the Doken Telegram. All right.
Sweet.
Thanks a
Thanks for
lot, man.
having me.
Have a
Appreciate it.
great night.
Thanks, you too.